Hello. 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 Thank you, Renee, and congratulations who's nominated tonight as well. I also wanted to take a moment to thank the board of GLAAD, the staff, the host committee, and the volunteers, all who made tonight possible. So thank you. A round of applause for them. GLAAD believes in the transformative power of stories. So let's write one together tonight. I want you all to imagine that it's Wednesday, November 6th. Maybe you awaken by an alert on your phone. Or maybe you're like me and you've stayed up all night to see the final election results come in, thinking about what that means for you, your partner, your family, your friends. You see the map, you see the final tally. You see who will be the next president of the United States. When you see that name, I want you to ask yourself, will you have done everything you can to ensure that our community is still free? Will you have done everything with the platforms and the privilege that you have to protect your friends, your partner, your family, yourself? Because GLAAD will. We have a plan. A plan to supercharge GLAAD's influence and reach on every media platform to get out the LGBTQ vote and build a rainbow wave of equality and acceptance across America. Just like we did in 2018, 2020, and 2022. We brought the most LGBTQ voters ever to the polls, literally changing the course of history. How did we do that? GLAAD led the news media in reporting what's at stake. We released candidates' LGBTQ voters' voting records. We fielded voter polls. We had celebrities like friends like Barbra Streisand or Demi Lovato record phone messages for voters in key swing states. And guess what? It worked. The Washington Post ran a headline that said, had LGBTQ voters stayed at home, Trump might have won. GLAAD will do that again and more. We know how to drown out the voices of extremists, from lawmakers in Tennessee who just passed a bill saying that they don't have to recognize marriages like mine, to people like Ryan Walters, the Oklahoma State Superintendent, who purposely puts kids like Nex Benedict at risk. Last night, Walters responded to our media campaign to have him ousted. He insisted LGBTQ groups are one of the greatest threats to democracy. No way. No. Politicians like Ryan Walters are the greatest threat to our children. 10 years ago, when I started at GLAAD, it was a much different landscape. Obama was president. Diversity in Hollywood and corporate America was growing. Trans equality was moving forward, and marriage equality was inevitable. And now we have the urgent need to protect it all, because Clarence Thomas and the Heritage Foundation are coming for it. Make no mistake, they have actually published their 180-day playbook that begins on January 20th, the day they hope that their candidate gets sworn in. They will quickly replace leaders and staff of federal agencies with tens of thousands of extremists who will move to ban marriage equality, abortion, anti-discrimination laws, to censor drag and LGBTQ content. Just think about it. This very event could be challenged or even outlawed a year from now. Do not let it happen. We need your support to fund our media campaigns, which are focus group tested and targeted to correct the lies. We changed the minds of conservative moms in less than 60 seconds. And our latest poll shows that more than half of American voters are turned off by candidates who are anti-trans. It's becoming a losing proposition. We saw this in marriage equality. Once we had over half of America with us, we had the winds at our back. So we have to keep telling our stories, raising our voices, pushing back on the rhetoric. Folks, this is not a fire drill. This is the actual fire. This room is full of storytellers, the best in the business. So let's go back to the story we started together. You can wake up on November 6th and have no regrets. You can wake up to freedom and democracy instead of a nightmare. The end of this story is up to all of you in this room. Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you.